Now is House Administration Committee Chairman, Wisconsin's Congressman Bryan Steil. Congressman, thank you so much for being here. This is a long list of to-dos in a short amount of time. How optimistic are you? Obviously, the president's made it known he wants all this to get done.
Thanks for having me on. Busy week ahead of us here in the House of Representatives, but I'm optimistic. The House is often underestimated, yet we overachieve. We're aligned. We see growing consensus amongst our colleagues, as well as the push from the president being a big help to get all of these tasks done. In particular, making sure that we're keeping the government open and funded at a period of time when we've seen Democrats time and again try to shut the government down.
Now, if the Republicans maintain control of the House through the midterms, presumably a lot of this stuff can get done afterwards, but there's no guarantee of that. That's the problem. Could the Senate be doing more to help the House get these bills into law?
Well, the Senate could be doing a lot more. In particular, we think about the most important bill in front of us, the Save America Act, making sure that we're requiring photo ID as well as citizenship verification. A lot of us in the House are frustrated that we don't have more conservative Republican senators to move this important legislation through and across the line. There's still a lot of time between now and the election as we look at reconciliation, opportunity to pass Republican legislation to make sure our troops have the support they need to keep themselves and our country safe, as well as election integrity. So it's a busy week, but I think we're up to the task, and I'm optimistic that we're going to get this done between now and Friday.
Okay. I like the go-get-'em attitude.
Yeah.
Congressman, let's switch gears for a moment. You are leading the delegation that's requesting the EPA hold Canada accountable for the wildfire pollutant. We've reported earlier in the show that the president is now instituting tariffs on Canada that will be in effect in 30 days, and it deals with separate issues, but for me, it's not coincidental in the timing.
No, this is a big challenge that we're facing in Wisconsin and across the upper Midwest and Northeast this year. Wildfires out of control in Canada yet again. Canada needs to ultimately get control of the situation. The challenge of this air coming in and polluting jurisdictions across the United States needs to be addressed. Our letter, the Republican delegation in the state of Wisconsin, and joined orally with my colleagues across the U.S., is saying let's leverage current treaties that are already in place. Lee Zeldin, the President of the United States, have the authority to call Canada to the table and begin collectively working this, because we can't allow this type of pollution to continue coming from Canada into the United States.
By the way, there is still a chance of a government shutdown before the election, correct? And I know maybe he's just one guy's voice, but Senator Fetterman, a Democrat, of course, has come out against that, saying it's the key job that a senator or congressman has is keeping the government open, and they shouldn't betray that. But is that possible that we could see another government shutdown?
Yeah, government funding runs through the end of September 30th. If it looks like a replay of Groundhog Day to you, that's exactly what it feels to those of us here in the House. This is our opportunity. We have legislation in front of us this week to move that deadline further down the road, to make sure that the Democrats, and in particular those in the United States Senate, don't have an excuse to shut the government down. We survived the Schumer shutdown previously. It's pretty reasonable to believe that Democrats will try to rain chaos upon the American people as we head into this election. That's why we're passing a clean CR. Look for the Senate to move this through, and let's take this off the table. The American people have seen this game before. No one likes it. Let's prevent it.
All right, and I just want to ask you in the last moments that we have left about, although I know where you stand on this, the push to pass Stop Insider Trading for Congress and lawmakers would not be able to buy stocks or be accused of having insider information and then profiting from it.
Yeah, this is my legislation that came out of committee. We're bringing it to the floor this week. I'm incredibly excited that we have an opportunity to take one of the most significant steps forward in ethics reform in the House in over 10 years. This bill makes it very clear. Members of Congress can no longer buy individual shares of stock. If a member looks to divest, they got to provide 7 days advance notice. Prevents members of Congress from being able to profit off of any insider information they may garner. The bill has real teeth. I'm optimistic it's going to pass with overwhelming numbers before the end of the week.
All right. Chairman Bryan Steil, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.